Hi, and thank you for joining us for Mid-Market Update. I'm your host, Mark Supazay, and I'm joined today by One Accord principal and serial entrepreneur Craig Dickens. Craig, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Craig, it seems like I can't pick up a financial publication today without seeing a headline talking about the importance of revenue growth, and yet finding revenue today is tougher than ever. Talk about that.
That's right, Mark. In a recent survey, 9 out of 10 Fortune 500 CEOs identified revenue growth as the primary objective under their leadership.
Craig, talk a little bit about why revenue is particularly important in today's marketplace.
Revenue growth is the primary metric by which performance is measured, not only for Fortune 500 companies, but for middle market companies as well. The fastest way to enhance your enterprise value is to grow revenue.
So if my revenue is growing, I'm more valuable to a company that may be looking to acquire me?
Absolutely. When you have revenue growth in your company, it means that a couple of things are happening. It means that the marketplace values what you have to offer, they're coming back for more, and you're attracting new business. It also means that the systems that you're employing to sell to your customers, to fulfill on your brand promise, and to get the product in their hands in a way that they're going to be satisfied are working as well. Those two things need to go hand in hand.
Now, what about reducing costs and increasing profits? I would think those would be most important. Talk about that.
Cost containment is important, and after the last few years in particular, I think most middle market CEOs have done a great job of trimming costs down to a manageable level. But you really can't cut your way to prosperity in this marketplace anymore. Margin management by itself is not sustainable either, because if you're raising margins, the competitors aren't standing still. They'll come back and attack your market share. So really, in order to grow and build value, you need to raise that revenue as well as contain your costs and manage your profit expectations.
Okay, I understand that, but a lot of companies right now are stuck and they're having a hard time growing. What would you say to that?
Lots of CEOs are frustrated because having survived this great recession, they really want to incubate growth again, and their frustration stems from the fact that they can't get unstuck. And a lot of times what we see with CEOs and business owners is that they're using the same tools that they used to use, and it's just not working anymore.
So is what those CEOs are doing right now an old way of selling?
It is. You know, the traditional model of selling is to push your products and tell versus teach your audience or attract your audience. And what we're doing now is we're working with CEOs to find new strategies to attract that customer to their business, to pull the business in versus push the business. You know, there's some studies that have just come out that verify that 70% of the buying cycle, not the selling cycle, the buying cycle has already been completed because folks are on the internet, they're hearing about your business, their friends are talking about your business is being tweeted about whether you know it or not. So what we have to do as marketers and business people is find a way to attract those folks to our business versus push our message out to them.
Craig, earlier you said something, and I wanted to go back and ask you about it. You talked about enterprise value. Why is it so important to look at the entire enterprise?
Many CEOs and entrepreneurs are baby boomers that I speak with in my everyday practice. And what they've had to do over the past few years is put their dreams on hold of selling their business and really kind of entrench and get back into their business and figure out a way to grow that value again. And again, like we've discussed, the most significant way to grow enterprise value is to start by growing sales.
So you help businesses grow their revenues, create maximum value, and then position it for sale. Is that right?
Exactly. After running and selling several businesses of my own over the years, I've developed a proprietary system called Grow Fast and Exit Profitably that walks an entrepreneur through the stages of building enterprise value and positioning their company for an eventual sale.
Craig, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it, and we appreciate you joining us for Mid-Market Update. We'll see you next time.